Okay, this video is for Fair Elk 8889, who, right, you are a center back, you're 16 years old from Rome, Italy, and you're asking, how do I think about my volume, right? You laid out a schedule, which is some days you do some ball mastery, some days you're doing sprints, some days you're doing plyometrics, some days you're doing some bodybuilding. So you're asking about sprint volume and plyometric volume. Without too much detail about the specificity or the specifics of your what type of plows you're doing, I know that Louis Simmons would say that you're a beginner doing plyometrics. He would recommend 20 jumps twice a week, right? 20 jumps twice a week, and those could be done as a single workout or stacked before or after a workout. When I lifted with him, he recommended, we did jumps after an intense weight training session. And that session he recommended people lift for less than an hour long, but we actually lifted for close to 2 hours. He says for advanced players, you want to do... Hello. For advanced players, you want to do 40 jumps twice a week. I believe I'm getting that right. One thing I actually want to dissuade you and have you reconsider is bodybuilding, right? If you look at Messi's body, even Cristiano, right? Cristiano is shredded out of his mind, but he's not bulky. And when you're talking about bodybuilding, I just want to make sure that you're focusing on strength, explosiveness, and flexibility. And I think if you could focus on those three things, none of those require hypertrophy. So I'm talking about avoiding any leg exercises that are gonna increase volume, right? You might want to read Underground Secrets to Running Faster by Barry Ross, right? Underground Secrets to Running Faster by Barry Ross will help you think about a better, a more intuitive weight training and plyometrics, because it kind of distills down the most important things you could do to get faster and also prevent weight gain, right? You don't want to be weightlifting like a bodybuilder. Trust me, I did, and it bit me in the ass. My sophomore spring, I weighed 192 pounds playing for University of Rhode Island, and what it led to, I could run a 2 mile, but I was sluggish on the field. I was slow. It was the exact opposite that I was in high school. In high school, I was savage, right? Aggressive, quick, nimble, all the things you want to be. And then as I did more and more weight training, my play became, right, as my weight training went up, my performance went down because I was doing it for the wrong reasons. So you got to be very thoughtful about the type of bodybuilding you're doing. Torture twist. Learn the torture twist. This is the ab exercise from the book Underground Secrets to Running Faster. There's 3 different variations of the torture twist that you want to check out. I would learn all of them so that you could always do one at least a few minutes a day and start to increase your intensity doing that exercise. I would learn the alternating underhand sneak by David Weck. This is a rope flow pattern. So if you search RMT rope plus David Weck, W-E-C-K, there's a revolution happening, and this guy David Weck is the pioneer. If you learn this rope flow pattern right now, it's going to add tremendous amounts of joy to your life, because it's going to improve balance, timing, rhythm, coordination, explosiveness, weight transfer, all the things that are going to help with ball striking, with juggling, and then timing, and then syncing up, right? Your whole body. It's going to help your movement on the field. It's going to help your running efficiency. What else? So I'm not going to give you a sprint volume. I'm not going to give you a sprinting or plyometric exercises, because I think that's the wrong focus, right? Because maybe if you were in right, you want to spend major time on major things, not minor things. So you could be very strong and very fast, but if your first touch isn't where it needs to be, then you're never going to get to the next level, which means that you got to spend less time weight training and more time doing things that will work on your legs, but will work on your ball skills and drills more, right? Because you can get explosiveness, you can get strength, and right, you could get endurance and all those things, strength, from doing exercises that are going to help you faster and stronger. You could get those from juggling, you could get those from dribbling, you could get those from RMT rope flow. But if you work on specifically just sprints and plyos, you're gonna neglect the big picture, which is developing your player, like developing as a player. And I know you said that you do one day or you do certain days when you're doing ball mastery, but ball mastery and juggling and dribbling, those should be an everyday, right? That should be an everyday ritual in my opinion, right? I'm not a pro player. I don't pretend to be one. I've never coached a professional team. So, right, this is just my 2 cents. But I think you want to spend a very little amount of time doing the exercises from underground secrets to running faster. This is also going to make you jump higher, right? Anything that makes you run faster will make you jump higher, and vice versa. And I would check out Jumping from the Knees by Louis Simmons. You could start even with weights in your hand, right? Jumping from your knees. I'll show you, right? Go like this. What do we got? Apple. Theragun. Right? You're here. This. So, right, jumping from your knees will develop some explosive power, and you don't need that much to do it, right? You don't need to be in a gym. Just start to put heavier and heavier things in your hand. It could be a rock. And then you start just increasing your volume, and you finish on the heaviest. You finish it with good energy by finishing on the heaviest weight for your final repetition, right? So if you're doing 20 repetitions twice a week, your last repetition should be the heaviest amount of weight that you can possibly do, and finish on a high note. So that's a lot of stuff I'm trying to share. So I can include some links to help, just keep you focused. So good luck with the training, and reach out with any questions. All right, thank you.